In the year 2024, I bought a lot of clothes. I took this channel more seriously, and as a reviewer, I had to buy a lot. One day I'll have brand and retailers sending me clothes, but for now, I have to continuously buy, review, sell, repeat. It's a bit hard because there are clothes that I would love to keep, but I need to keep replenishing my YouTube fund. For example, I actually really like this LV varsity jacket, but I've done a review on them already. I don't particularly love them. The profit allows me to purchase another item, get another video. Gotta be a bit ruthless, can't let emotion win over logic. I want to touch upon something. Selling clothes. I am very honest when I sell something. This Kapital or this LV jacket, they're clearly worn, so I will list them at a 9 out of 10 or 8 out of 10, point out all its flaw. I really disliked when seller listed as new, and when you go on their page, you see them wearing the items out. Just be honest. We all have these expensive items. We all know the rules. We know that when the item is being listed up for grab, the seller will still wear it here and there until the item is sold. I do that. Everyone does that. Okay, back to the topic at hand. The answer to the title and thumbnail is the Kapital Type 1 Borrow Spring First Jacket. I find that the best way to show my love for this jacket is to compare it to my own personalized Bodhi Senior Court jacket. I co-created that with the team at Bodhi. It has my life on it, yet I'm saying this Kapital is my favorite or is my best purchase in 2023. In the past year, I've worn this Kapital jacket more than the Court jacket. That's how much I love this borrow jacket. I should note, although I only uploaded the Kapital review recently, I had that jacket since March of 2024. I have a lot of content backup, so I have to pick and choose which video to release. I already started my script on the 365 days video on this Kapital jacket. I thought about not doing both, but I love this jacket so much I don't mind doing 2 videos. For you guys though, watching one will be enough. I'll probably repeat a few things. The Kapital jacket has long intrigued me. There is this palpable sexual tension between this jacket and I. There are many reasons why 4 out of 5 people that want this jacket can't or don't have it. 1, accessibility, limited store, limited stocks each season. 2, price tag, roughly 1.3k in Japan when the yen is normal, 2k at Kapital partner retailer outside of Japan. 3, Japanese sizing. If you're a size 3, you need a size 5. So if you're a size 4 or 5, you're gonna need a size 6 or 7, which doesn't exist. And size 4 and size 5 is also super rare because they mainly produce 2 and 3. The acquisition of this jacket was a bit like one of my favorite movies of all time, Serendipity, starring John Cusack and Kate Beckinsale. I wasn't actively looking. I initially bought it with the idea to just review and sell right away. However, I spent 2 weeks with it. I knew I would never sell it. In my incredibly comprehensive review, I talk extensively about the borrow and the Shishiko technique. We won't go over that here. Go look at that video. I love looking down at this jacket. The jacket may appear chaotic and overwhelming, but when you take a step back, the intricate detail blends into one another. It simply looks like another denim jacket. Only when you look closer does the beautiful detail reveal themselves, an optical illusion if you insist. Could easily program a machine to do this, but a human, the same species as me and you, sat down, distressed this garment to their liking for 1 to 3 days. Their mood control a lot of which Shishiko or borrow technique they use, where, and how much distressing they would do on each jacket. Each borrow jacket is unique. I find it to be super special and fun to own. We're all trying to show off our personality through our clothes at high fashion level. We try to stay as far away as mainstream as possible. This jacket achieves that. A lot of high-end clothes doesn't. Think this Versace piece, it's so generic. Kapital was able to replicate-proof this Kapital jacket. Many have tried to replicate the looks, but without the knowledge and know-how, they don't come out correctly and they look really off. Kapital may not be considered avant-garde fashion to most people because it's not black and leather, but to me, avant-garde is counterculture. We can contrast the Chanel, Hermes, LV of the world with their love for perfection, even if it comes off as artificial, like buffing or smoothing the leather. Okay, so you contrast that with Kapital making a perfect Lee 1 Type 1 jacket and then have an artisan sit down and fuck it all up to make it look as though it's been made in 1950, has been remade countless times with the practice of borrowing Toshiko from the Edo period. The extra work costs them so much time and expenses, but they do it because there's a vision. Certain garments in my closet only looks good in specific style. My Rick jumpsuit only looks good with the kiss boots. When paired with sneakers, it looks like garbage. This Kapital jacket is so versatile, complements any outfit, doesn't take too much attention away, but holds its own. Now is the time to say fashion is subjective, some will dislike it, some will like it, blah 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 blah, shut up. The jacket looks good with any footwear, from the kiss boots to Crocs. There's this loudness, but it's also calm. Take away the borrow and the Shishiko, it's another denim jacket. You add these elements back, it's a jacket that invites the onlooker to look a bit closer, to find that balance. It is so rare. It's difficult, but Kapital has achieved it with this borrow jacket. The Boro jacket has so much stories behind it. The shape is inspired by the Lee 1 Type 1, which is one of the most important shapes to have ever existed in menswear fashion. The Boro and Chichiko trace its history back to the Edo period. The lore behind it was talked extensively in my review video. Natural indigo dye required an experienced artisan to do it correctly, and it's real, it's not fake indigo dye. I love wearing handmade garments. I love wearing garments that has a story to tell. Take this CCP jacket for example. The titanium bits on the elbow, they're a bit like afterthought. Oh shit, we made just another regular looking leather jacket. Let's make it a bit different. Okay guys, I want the titanium bits on our boot to be on here. Let's just glue it on there so there's a signature CCP bits. If you don't put it there, people won't buy because it looks like every other leather jacket. And we are charging them 5K. Let's just hastily glue it on. Carol probably, I don't know, I wasn't there. This is gonna sound douchey. When I wear this jacket, I truly feel the love that the team at Kapital infused into this Boro jacket. That fact alone makes me super happy whenever I wear it. This jacket is such an art piece. I can frame it and put it on a wall, and most people who aren't into fashion will think it's a jacket with decades of history behind all of the distressing, which was the intention of Kapital. They deliver on their promises to their fan. I'm gonna make another video soon about how fashion houses use big words, big concept, blah 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 blah, pretentious language, but only to churn out boring looking clothes. I'm getting really sick of high fashion and their pretentiousness. While yes, $1,300 is expensive, if this jacket was to be released by LV, Visvim, Brick, Guidi, or Yoji, they would be $5,000 easy. It truly feels as though Kapital, they're so proud of their creations, they feel the need to let as many people get their hands on it as much as possible. They price it fairly. They're not too greedy, by the way. I think this is why LVMH bought them, because they see the untapped revenue. Kapital didn't use other high fashion methods of pricing when they can capture the rich audience and the impatient audience first, slowly put them in the sale and let everyone else buy it. $1,300 is already reasonable in my opinion. Greed is everywhere in high fashion. Kapital is a nice outsider, for now anyway. A prediction, Kapital will be pricing their items much higher. They will also participate in seasonal sale. There's untapped revenue that LVMH will flesh out. If I'm one of the executives, I will absolutely do this. From a PR standpoint, a win-win if played correctly. Here's how you fight the initial outrage. You have the team at Kapital release a video explaining why. You show one of the workers using their recently raised salary buying something they've been wanting but couldn't because money. The bond between Kapital and its audience is very unique. Kapital educates its consumer. This turns them into smart and aware consumers. This makes the consumer want to see Kapital succeed more than say the customer of LV or Dior. Those consumers want LV or Dior because of the status and social and economic capital you gain from owning the bags from those brands. Tell the consumer that you will give 60 to 80% of the untapped revenue to employees at Kapital and LVMH will keep the rest. The key here is to release the video before the price hike. Being proactive. Inform the audience that this was the idea behind the price hike from the beginning, not a PR move to negate negative reactions. You can hide a percentage of what Kapital worker would get, but I would tell the audience 60-80% is super generous. You can also do 50-50. People will understand, because it is a business after all. And then the second barrel comes when the sale season and people start to see Kapital as part of the sale. As far as I know, Kapital do not do on sale. If they do, only items such as socks, tees, hoodie, not big ticket items like jackets and pants. Mr. Porter never put them to sale. Bodega put some socks on sale, but never the Boro, the bandana. Highly sought after items such as the Boro garment, they would not need to reach 20-30% for them to sell out. 5% people will buy it. Lose a bit of profit margin, but you can counter that by selling more. LVMH, why are you not hiring me? This is just one of my many ideas to increase your revenue. One more thing I forgot to add in my video about LVMH buying Kapital. LVMH will have the resources that will be able to help Kapital with the customs and import-export aspect. By the way, I have no clear understanding of custom, import-export with regards to Japan. This is based on my experience dealing with a few Japanese sellers. I bought a jacket for like 1.1K and I had to pay $200 in custom. The seller wasn't cool about listing the item for 50, so we had it listed for 1.1K. I didn't know at the time about the high custom fee, so I said yes. Had I known, I would have argued for 900 instead of 1.1K. But live and learn. This is why you see the Kapital Boro jacket being sold for 1.3 in Japan, but 2K internationally. I feel like LVMH can help with this aspect somehow. Okay, back to the Capital Bora jacket. I simply feel happy when I'm in this jacket. Though I love the Kiss boots, I have to think about the pain at the end of the day. With the Bora jacket, there's nothing I need to be concerned about. I'm happy throughout the day. I get a bit sad, honestly, when I have to take it off when I'm home, you know. Some garments simply bring joy to me, and when I have it on my body, it's rare, but this is one of those few items that are able to help to make me feel happy. I have a few more reasons as to why I love this jacket, but I feel like that's a really good note to end on. This jacket makes me happy. If you can get past the price tag, please go out and buy one for yourself. I am actively looking for a second one. Don't tell my wife though. My name is Makasy. Goodbye.